Given the worsening situation in many cities across India, especially Delhi, many families today are looking to move out of the city. Tanvi and Anish are giving a serious thought about leaving Delhi or even India if it means giving both their children a healthier life and cleaner air. Arhan and Aviraj have been suffering from respiratory problems from when they were just a few months old.
It was terrifying because the older one was barely 8 months old when he was nebulized for the first time. And then this whole thing of preventive puffs and inhalers, it went on for a long time.
Yeah, I think nearly 1.5 to 2 years.
No, the younger one. He was also not even a year old when he started wheezing for the first time. And there's antibiotic doesn't really feature in the medicine cabinet that we have. It's all anti-allergic medicines. Now we've just tried to switch to homeopathy because we feel pumping antibiotics or like Sebzine and Asthalin and all. Instead of that, we shift to homeopathy and try to look for as many natural remedies as possible.
Yeah, I know, the kind of visits we've done to the doctors. In fact, just a couple of weeks back, my elder one just came to me, said, "Dad, we're not going to go to doctors this Sunday." So it's actually crazy that to know that it's not a Sunday family specially going with your children to visit a doctor, and that's become a habit for our kids now. So we've actually been talking about maybe if Delhi is actually the right place for our kids at this point in time, for the simple fact that at what cost are we living over here? Just thinking to maybe move out of Delhi, move out of country, where, how. Obviously, we have all our family life, work, everything over here. But then we just kind of thinking again. Ideally, was not a question earlier. That's a topmost priority for us.
No, this whole shift, wanting to go abroad, it was something we thought of earlier. But you turn it down because you have friends and family here. But when it comes to your children, you're ready to do whatever you can to keep them safe. And the thing with pollution is that you can keep your child away from a swimming pool. You can make sure your child doesn't have ice cream. If your child is allergic to wheat, you make sure you don't give the child wheat. You give the child something else. But you can't do anything about pollution unless I put a gas mask on my child's face 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. What do I do? You can't keep them away. Breathing is something that you can't control.
And while the pollution levels outdoors contribute to the larger problem, few parents realize that even within their homes, there are several factors contributing to polluting the air.
Like when we went to the homeopath for the first time, the first thing he asked was, do you use, what kind of mosquito repellents do you use? And you use the usual ones which you plug in, and that apparently is one of the main causes which causes allergy, and it increases the pollutant level in your homes. It's not something that you even think of. He especially started this whole conscious effort of not using perfumes and sprays with the children in the room. We tend to go, when we go out of the house, you don't think that something like this, and of course you know about the microwave and that, but like we found out something, even a toaster, apparently all the electronics in the house also. Otherwise, like we said, the whole perfume thing and trying to reduce whatever, and we've been talking about maybe getting a air purifier at home. You see people in the ICU with oxygen masks, and when you have to wait for your 8-month-old baby to go to sleep so that you can nebulize him, because otherwise it scares him, and or to give him any kind of Seroflow was something which had to be given to him 4 times a day, and 4 times, I'd get up at 5 in the morning to give it to him before he woke up, then in the afternoon when he would sleep, at night just as he fell asleep, and then in the middle of the night again. It was as if I was waiting for him to fall asleep just so that I could get this medicine into him, and it's terrifying as a parent when you have to do something like this. I remember howling the first 2-3 days. It would not be something that you'd wish any parent to have to see.
Children differ from adults in many ways: their absorption, metabolism, their physiology, and their cumulative risk over toxins over time.